What's up, guys? Welcome back to Beastly Garage. And I know my analytics are going to say that 97% of the people watching this video right now are not subscribed. So please take a moment, go down, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every time your boy drops a new video, because I'm very inconsistent. If you've been around these parts before, you kind of know that. Today we're going to talk about sneakers and how to get exclusive access and get those W's and those bottoms. For a lot of you like me that have been catching a lot of L's this year, especially with a lot of shoes being sold primarily online. It's getting harder and harder these days to get that coveted W that all of us want so very much. I put together some tips that I think are going to help your guys' chances of getting that W. Over the last few months, I've been experimenting here and there, using different accounts and doing different things with them, and I've kind of noticed a trend, and I'm going to put you guys down on what I noticed. I'm going to give you guys 6 tips that I think are going to help you secure those W's and maybe get some exclusive access. So let's just get to tip number 1. Create a profile pic. That's the easiest thing you can do. If you're still rocking the standard default, whatever, I don't even know what it is these days, because immediately create a profile pic on your Nike and your sneakers account. I know for sure Nike won't even recognize a lot of accounts that don't have a profile pic. It's an easy way for them just to pick off people that are most likely bots. Easy, just do it. Tip number 2, be consistent. Be very consistent, unlike your boy. Seriously, be consistent. Don't go changing your sneaker sizes just to get the money size on this sneaker and then go to a 7 and then to a 12. No. Be consistent. Stick with the same sizes. I personally always buy a size 10.5. Unless I'm going for a grade school, which then I always pick a size 7. I stick with the same sizes. Be consistent. Also, be consistent with your address. Don't go changing your addresses. Don't update your credit cards all the time unless you move or your credit card expires. Other than that, leave everything the way it is since the first time you set it up. Nike recognizes that. They have very intelligent people making very intelligent programs that kind of weed out flip-flopping from shoe, from size and sizes, whatever. All right, you got that. Stick to however you set it up in the beginning. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Tip number 3, engagement. Yes, this is true. I know you heard a lot about this from other YouTubers, but it's very true. Nike is watching to see how often you're engaging in Nike and sneakers. And when I say Nike, don't forget about the Nike app, guys. Don't just be liking a post in sneakers. Go to Nike app and like that stuff. You gotta like that stuff. Also, you have to select your interests on the Nike app, like basketball, soccer, golf. You have to select that stuff. You have very slim chances of being selected for SB if you don't have skateboarding down as one of your interests. I mean, come on, guys. Select all of your interests. Be active on both Nike and sneakers. Those 2 apps go hand in hand. And here's one final tip for engagement. Open your emails. Don't have 20 plus, 30 plus unopened emails on your Nike app. It's a red flag for you're not engaged. I don't even read them. I just click them, and I make sure that I never have a lot of unread emails. Try to go in there at least once a day. It's not gonna hurt you. Once every 2 days, whatever. Whenever you open up the sneakers app, which I know a lot of you guys open it up every day, a few times a day, open up your email and go in and just make sure nothing says unread. Tip number 4. Now this is specifically for women's releases. Create yourself a women's account. Female account. That means that you go into the gender part of your profile and you select female. If you're a man and you have a man account, create a separate female account. You cannot change your account from male to female right before a female sneaker release and think you're going to have a really good shot of getting those sneakers. You're just going to have the shot that any other male would have. It's not going to work, guys. It's not going to work. They do lean heavy on female accounts for female shoes. Now that's been proven. And you have to have an established female account, and it has to be that way for at least 60 plus days, okay? I told you guys this before. Create a separate female account, all right? It's that easy. And then do everything that I list in steps 1 through 3 on that account as well. We got it? Create a female account. Or 2, that even ups the chances of getting more hyped female shoes. So, all right, let's go. Tip number 5. Now this right here is the one that I just pretty much figured out this year, and I think it's been the biggest factor in me getting W's lately. enter your password manually. Hold up. I know what everyone's thinking. I got face recognition, I got thumbprint. Man, I could have my shoes and be in line within like a millisecond after the shoe drops. Guys. First is not always gonna be the one that wins, especially when it comes to sneakers. Most of the time when it comes to sneakers these days, being first means nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have experimented with this on multiple devices, multiple accounts. I have a phone set up where I have that facial recognition and I do get in line really fast. And then I have another account and I have to put in the password manually because it's on an old phone. I have all my accounts on phones. This is an old phone. It doesn't have facial, it doesn't have thumb, so I have to manually type it in. And I noticed that, hold up, on this account, I'm hitting all the time. This year, I started hitting all the time on the one where I'm entering at 10:07. I'm in the East Coast, so it's 10 o'clock drops. 10:07, 10:08, I'm entering and I'm winning. I'm winning, guys. Manually, typing in my password. So I tried this on a PC. I'm typing in my password on another account, and guess what? I am winning on accounts where I'm typing in my password manually. I figured sneakers has something in their analytics where they are giving greater odds to those accounts that are typing in their password manually. It doesn't mean that you're automatically gonna win. No, I just think you're getting pulled into a better pool where they're selecting people to actually get a W. And it has worked. It has worked a lot, a crazy amount of time in the last just 2 to 3 months alone. I have hit on this one account that I would never even use just because I had to type it manually. I figured by the time I type it in, the shoes were gone. That is not the case. And these are not draws. These are supposedly first come, first serves, but you got to know that all these first come, first serves are not like that. They are most likely Leo drops. So what that means is that they're going to take payments from people who entered probably in the first 10 minutes, and it's going to be on a random basis, but it's going to be on random based off of who they think are not bots, who they think are not like bots. And how can you easily prove that you're not a bot? Well, manually entering a password, because I don't think there's too many bots. So they have to manually enter the password in. And if you're using that facial ID, which a lot of people do, unfortunately, it kind of puts you in that same speed category as a bot. And I think doing manually really works out better for you in the long run. It has worked out better for me, and that is going to probably be like my #1 tip. If you don't do any of the other 4 tips, I suggest you definitely give this one a try. Now, it might not work on shoes that are just not that hype. It might be an actual first come, first serve. So then on those cases, you definitely want to input your information and get in line as fast as possible. But for shoes like the ones that just dropped yesterday, the Mochas, that was not first come, first serve as you might think. No, I entered on my accounts, same sizes, all same sizes. I entered on my main accounts using my facial recognition phone. Within like maybe 2 seconds, I was in line. My other account where I had to type it manually, I entered at 10:07. 10:07. Guess which account got that shoe? Actually, guess what 2 accounts got that shoe? The 2 accounts where I had to enter in manually. The 2 accounts where I entered in almost 5 minutes after the release had started. The ones where I was able to enter in fast, like within the first minute, no, they didn't get anything. What do you think that means, guys? What do you think that means? That means that, yeah, enter manually, that's the way to go. Now, the more people that do it, the more you gotta compete with. I'm putting the info out there for you guys to know. And I do have one final tip for you guys. Open up as many accounts as you can and do steps 1 through 5 on them all the time. That's it. Increase your odds. So 2 accounts is better than 1, 3 accounts is better than 2, 4 accounts is better than 3. So increase your odds by doing this on as many accounts as you possibly can. That means engaging on all accounts. Yes, it's a lot of work, but it definitely will pay off with some W's. It's not gonna be automatic. It's not gonna happen overnight. Guys, this is not something you're gonna do today and expect a W tomorrow. Nike wants to see this over a course of time. So give yourself maybe 1 or 2 months, and then let me know if this starts to work for you. Definitely put it down in the comments if you're watching this video in the future and you tried these tips and you've seen it increase, or let me know if you've seen a decrease for some odd reason. That'll be crazy though. But definitely do this on multiple accounts. I personally use 6 accounts. If you need to learn how to set up multiple accounts on Nike, I'm sure there's plenty of other videos out there for that. If you guys want me to do a video on that, I will surely do it. Just put down in the comments and then I'll try to knock out one. Basically, just do this on as many different accounts as you possibly can, and believe me, you'll have some luck. You'll definitely have some luck. All right, guys, these tips will help Nike know that you are a living, breathing human being that just wants to cop some sneakers. So that's about it. You know what? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any tips or suggestions, put them down in the comments below. You know, each one teach one. Together we can help defeat the sneakers beast, guys. Good luck on all those future W's, and I'm out of this drawing. Later, guys. Woo!
So Dad, you really think those tips are gonna work?
Nah, we're all screwed.